We're back on with another exclusive. Now what we have here is a bunker, and we're going to be having a look at these bunkers and the bunker communities, because yeah, we're talking about the end times, we're talking about the apocalypse. So let's see what's going on.
As you can see, this place is pretty much unchanged from the Cold War. This is a converted missile silo. How much can this place withstand?
It was engineered to withstand a 10-kiloton nuclear warhead.
Remember what I told you people about the word nuclear? Be careful when it comes to that word. Wow. So watch this now, people, yeah? We're going to have a look at this bunker.
When it comes to the apocalypse,
And I'm going to say a few things and break it down as we go along. So here they are with their foolery. Yes, people, we know they can blow stuff up, but a lot of the stuff they tell you about these wars and these missiles is hoaxes and it's absolute bullshit. So just be aware of that.
nothing's quite as terrifying as nuclear war. So when the nuclear apocalypse comes, are we going to get blasted back into the stone?
Don't trust them when they come at you with these nuclear bombs. Yeah? There's other reasons why we are talking about these bunkers, okay? And we will discuss that as we go on. But like I say, be careful of that word nuclear. Don't let them scare you with these nuclear bombs and nuclear missiles. Play on.
Or can we use our heads and survive the end of days with the help of technology?
Hear that, people? The person speaking just said, can we survive the end of times? So let's see about that.
In beautiful Colorado, one man is already thinking about the end of the world. Professor Brian Toon is an atmospheric scientist and an expert on nuclear winter. Brian, level with me. How likely is an all-out nuclear?
Now pay attention to this word winter that they keep using as well. Pay attention to the times that they use this word winter.
War, and should I be finding a bunker right now?
You never know for sure, because that's one of the real terrifying things here is that.
So what you need to take into consideration is these people with money and so-called power, they have access to these bunkers and have access to live like that. Yeah? What's that right there? NASA post up right there. You can't trust these people. So don't trust what they come out with and what they say to you. I'm going to run you through it.
One person in the United States and one person in Russia could decide all by themselves.
Like I was saying, those with the money and those with the so-called power, they have access to these bunkers, but the regular people don't. Okay? So the regular people have to put up with the apocalypse, put up with all the fuckery, all the stuff that's going down here on Earth. You understand? In the devil's playground. Yeah? But those who have the so-called money and power can tuck themselves away and run away to a bunker.
To have a nuclear conflict.
How many nukes are there around the world? Who has them?
There are about 14,000 nuclear weapons in the world.
So watch this, people. They're going to throw up these numbers and they're going to deceive you. I just showed you the NASA sign right behind him. So just pay attention now and don't let them fool you.
More than 1,000 of them are held by Britain, France, India, Pakistan, Israel, and China.
So what they're showing you right here is the global power. Yeah? The so-called global power. Because those are the ones who give you the idea of a globe. Yes. So what you're looking at right here is the so-called known world, and these countries that they're showing you right here are big powers and have a lot of control.
Those countries has 200 or 300. Then Russia and the United States have 90% of the missiles.
So the lesson
We've been
is
speaking about on this channel the agenda that comes from each one of these countries, military service and other requirements that they take from their people.
Is everyone has nukes now, but what exactly happens when these bombs go off?
If you're knocking over concrete buildings, you're going to blow people to pieces. So there's a range of going out.
So this is also what we're saying, people. I'm telling you that there's a lot of hoax and a lot of fakery when it comes to these nuclear missiles and then blowing stuff up. However, they can blow stuff up. It's just they over exaggerate it, you understand? So you need to bear in mind that yes, they can blow stuff up. However, they can't go blowing countries up. It's regional. It will be locations, yeah, specific locations. So you need to bear in mind that there could be people post up living in these bunkers, and then not too far, they could wipe out a civilization, completely blow them up. Doesn't have to be a so-called nuclear missile, anything like that. Just a regular controlled demolition. They can blow up a civilization. Obviously, those over there are dead, and those with the bunker are protected. And that is the purpose of the bunker, to protect those inside from the fuckery outside. You understand? So pay attention, because you should be aware what is going on in this day. We talk about the mark of the beast and all these other things that the devil has on the table. So take that into consideration while you're watching this.
Distance in which you die from the blast wave tearing you to pieces, the radiation burning you up, the light wave burning you or catching you on fire.
What happens when day one, a week later, a year later, what are we looking at?
Well, when a nuclear weapon explodes, it sends out a burst of light. It's like bringing a piece of the sun, which is nuclear explosions happening, down to the earth. And that burst of light catches everything around it on fire.
That fire sends huge amounts of smoke into...
Here they go, people. They're showing themselves right up here. What are we looking at? We are looking at absolute bullshit. Yeah? 100% bullshit right here. So don't let them fool you, because the supporters of this channel know already. We ain't got no time for this.
stratosphere. But because it doesn't rain up there, it takes years for that smoke to clear, creating a nuclear winter.
Blocks sunlight from reaching the ground, which of course makes it cool off. It gets cold at the ground. And people expect that about 90% of the global population will die from starvation because there won't be anything to eat.
The more I thought about nuclear winter, the more terrified I became. I needed a plan to survive the nuclear apocalypse before the world went to hell. So where do you go when you want to get off the grid? Kansas. Here in the heartland of rural Kansas, one man is offering...
Don't be thinking it's just one place, people. These bunker communities are all over the place.
millionaire preppers a high-tech way to avoid the apocalypse. Welcome to the survival condo. This former Cold War missile silo is now a luxury bunker built for the super rich. Going off the grid no longer means giving up a lavish lifestyle. Think of it kind of like cribs.
You see that, people? The old military facility or old building, whatever it was, owned by the people, the wicked people, the army people, the military, yes. And what did they do with their old building? They recycled it and reused it and turned it into a modern day bunker. So that's their work, people. Of course they're gonna maintain it and upgrade it and do what they need to do. They're not just gonna let it go. You understand? They're gonna renovate it and use this space. You know what I'm saying, people? Because it's a business as well. Of course they're gonna look after themselves and make sure their people have a bunker. But of course they're gonna make other bunkers and put them on the market so they can sell it. Of course, there's always a business side to it. You know how the devil works. And what are we looking at right here? We're looking at your eagle for your Freemasonry. Yes. And the bull earth deception. So that's what I'm talking about, people. It's the same people with the same buildings. They're just stepping it up and using it as a business.
In camo. From the outside, the security cameras, armoured guard and 8-ton steel doors are the only sign you're entering a top-secret facility. In fact, this place is so top secret, I can't even tell you where it is. I'm here to meet the man behind the condo, Larry Hall, who's going to give me a full tour.
So Claire, those doors that
We just saw the eagle, people. Pay attention to the signs and symbols. These are not regular people.
came in through weigh 8.
Oh, is that Under Armour? Oh, I think that's a CC. Looks like a CC to me, 33. And what's this one got on the shirt? We'll see about
Tons each. So they're 16,000 pounds. They're armored steel filled with concrete. So you definitely hear that safety bang when the door closes.
ACDC with the lightning bolt. Nothing but satanic shit, people.
Inside, this 54,000 square foot complex boasts everything you could need to live through the end of days.
Okay, let's get down and show you what's underground.
Okay. Oh.
You're not in Kansas anymore. We're going beneath Kansas.
The survival condo is spread across 15 floors and goes 200 feet underground. At the top, under the dome, are the recreation facilities like the pet park and climbing wall. Underneath that are the mechanical...
Another thing you need to bear in mind, people, that these facilities, these bunkers, these buildings, they're not convenient for people to live in. You must understand that. And you'll hear them speak about it in this video. It's not convenient for them to live in it. But like I say, for the reasons that I've stated, the stuff that's going on in our creation today, the mark of the beast, the chemtrails, all the fuckery that the devil has to play, these people want to be inside the bunkers, away from the fuckery, you understand? But remember, it's not convenient. They're there because they are aware of the fuckery that's going on over there, and they don't want to be a part of it. They don't want to be affected by it. So understand that.
level, medical bay and food stores, with luxury living quarters spread across the next 7 floors. At the bottom, a further 4 floors house a classroom, a library, a bar, a gym, and a cinema.
All right, so I'll show you.
You might be thinking about the inconvenience. How is it inconvenient? Well, you must understand, living underground like this, without the natural cycle of the sun and the moon, living on the Earth's surface, yes, that is the natural way of living, having that cycle. But when you're underground like this, you're not having that cycle, and it's a big disattachment from the creation. And of course, the created, the people, the souls, the people are connected to the creation. So you can't be hiding yourself, burying yourself underground. Understand that.
Floor unit. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath unit.
There's nothing healthy about living underground like that, people. Let me tell you that.
They have 9-foot ceilings. You see we've got all these...
Pay attention to how they have them screens on the wall. And the screen is a camera of the outside. It's showing you the outside. Because that's where they want to be. That's what they want to look at. But they're choosing to be underground in a bunker. And I told you the reasons why.
high-end stainless steel appliances.
And most importantly, even though I'm 11 stories underground, I've still got a window.
When these windows are all on, you're coming out of the units and you see the birds flying and the sunset coming up and the rain and the weather changing. That's the...
See, he said that. You can see the sun rising, the moon, the weather changing. Yeah, you might be able to see it on a screen, but it's completely different from being underneath it. Yeah, receiving the energy from the sun and the moon is completely different from just watching it through a screen. Understand that.
Your brain is used to. If you look in here, you can see that there's the bidet toilets, and we have a jacuzzi tub and a shower with the side jets.
Why do you have bidet toilets instead of regular toilets?
Well, interestingly, we did a little calculation, and the max occupancy for this facility is 75 people. And if we put toilet paper for 75...
You see that? 75 people per one facility.
people for 5 years, that volume of toilet paper would take an entire floor to store just toilet paper. And that square footage costs...
What have I been saying to the people on this channel? I've been saying to you that the people of the past did not worry about such a thing like toilet roll, toilet paper. Yeah? If they didn't have it, it's not the end of the world. They're not running around going all crazy just because they haven't got so-called toilet paper. So understand the people of the past was not too fussed about that. And that's why he's showing you they have a bidet, a smaller toilet, sink kind of thing, where you can wash yourself. You understand? Understand how the people of the past were cleaning themselves. And understand that the toilet roll, the toilet paper, is something of a modern age. You understand? It's a luxury of the modern age. So understand that.
$3 million to build.
Okay,
So,
the day it is.
the day it is.
The day it is.
So what would you rather, people? Would you rather a room filled with toilet roll and toilet paper, or would you rather a bidet where you can clean yourself?
Pretty comfy. These are good mattresses. Welcome to the paradise of the beach. It's a saltwater pool. It's completely computer controlled. The pool is kept at 82 degrees. People do not expect to see a resort pool in an underground bunker. And we get drop jaws every time they go, "Are you kidding me?"
Another thing I wasn't expecting underground.
I have to bring this to the people and show them what's going on. There's not much awareness when it comes to these bunkers and these bunker communities. This one has been swept under the rug. It's time to bring it back up to full awareness.
So much space.
You've got a 24-foot rock climbing wall.
Like I say, people, remember, they're hiding away. So if they want to turn you off or clear that little civilization out, they can do that. So be aware of that, people. Be aware that they are protected, and those who are not have the bunkers, they are not protected. Always bear that in mind. From the poisons and all of the fuckery that's out there.
This is a fun room. This is an indoor shooting range. You can come down here and shoot everything from handguns up to .308 caliber sniper rifles in here. So under proper...
Nothing but satanic shit. See this? Training to shoot people up. What does that put in your head? Apocalypse. Yeah? People defending a bunker, shooting people on the outside. That sounds like apocalypse end times to me. So think about the preparation which has gone into this building. Okay? The preparation which has gone into it and the potential outcomes that could come from it. As you can see, there's an armory here, fully stocked with all sorts of weapons. Why is there weapons there? Why are they fully stocked? What is going to challenge them? Who is the adversary? Okay? Why do they need the firearms? So understand that, people.
supervision. So we have properly trained people.
Theater and lounge level.
So we have this media database with about 3,000 movies on it. Anything in particular you're interested in?
Do you have Armageddon?
Oh, we got everything. We got that.
All right, let's roll that.
All right.
Did you see that, people? They're just mocking you.
But the apocalypse isn't all fun and games. There's a schoolroom in the bunker so kids from K through 12 can take self-guided lessons on brand new iMacs. And because this is the 21st century, there's a schoolroom in the bunker so kids from K through 12 can take self-guided lessons on...
Look at this deception up here. This is what they're teaching the children. Nothing but deception. Spinning balls of deception. Get your kids out of school. Wake them up.
brand new iMacs. And because this is the 21st century, there's no worries if the internet goes out.
This whole facility has internet. And when you buy a unit here, one of the things that you fill out on your form are things that are of interest to you. And what we do is we put that into a device that is like a Google search engine. It goes out and it crawls over the internet and it downloads websites that have those keywords on them. They're also Skype enabled, so when we bring our second silo online, they're going to be connected with a microwave link, and the kids in this elementary classroom could see the kids in the other elementary classroom. They can talk live, and so they don't feel like they're alone.
Down on the store level, there's an aquaculture setup that can be used for raising fish and hydroponics for growing organic vegetables.
You see that, people? That's how they do it on a larger scale for the supermarkets. You see these buckets that they're showing you right now? You see all the fish that they have in the supermarket? Yeah, some of the smaller stuff, the pre-cut stuff in the package is straight lab made. But sometimes they might offer a fresh section or a whole fish that hasn't been cut up, and those fish that you see there are bred and raised in these big buckets and big bags that they have in the water or the sea. So understand that it might be a real fish, but the conditions that it was raised in, yeah, completely unnatural. So understand that, and they're showing you right here that they're going to rely on that if they need it. And they've got the indoor growing equipment as well, okay?
You can have salad daily with this kind of setup.
Oh, yeah.
Great, it's healthy.
Yeah. So we'll have tomatoes, onions, different kinds of lettuces, some kale, blueberries, strawberries, blackberries.
But even without that, there's still loads, and I mean loads, of stockpiled food. This really satisfies my prepper mode inside of me. I feel very safe surrounded by tins of food. The silo is also kitted out with high-tech equipment to keep everyone in here alive for years. Backup fuel stores, a water filtration system, and...
Just take all of this information, take it in and bear it in mind. Think how advanced it is and all of this equipment and all the preparation which has gone into this facility. Yes, you may be looking at one facility in this video, but be aware there is loads of these buildings and bunkers.
Even a system that scrubs volcanic ash out of the air, just in case.
So if, let's say, Yellowstone were to erupt, the scientists predict that we could have 4 to 5...
These guys have got so much deception for you. So be careful what information you're taking in.
...feet of volcanic ash here. Well, that amount of debris in the air would overwhelm our air and NBC filters. So that pre-filter would come on and it takes all of volcanic ash out of the air.
Okay, so I'm not going to die in a supervolcano situation.
Not here. You're good.
Don't let them fool you, people. Don't let them fool you.
Originally built during the Cuban Missile Crisis in the 19...
Look at what they show you. Big puppets in the game right here. This is the involvement. These are the characters involved with this stuff, yeah? Don't think they just show up their face. They're involved with it. Putting their signature down. Making certain things happen. That's them people. They're getting stuff built. And it's not built to help you. It's built to help them and to protect them. Why? Because they're fighting against you. They're fighting against the people. So be aware of what you're looking at and what you're hearing in this video.
60s, this Atlas missile silo was designed to withstand the launch of America's ICBMs. But turns out designing something to withstand a nuclear launch also makes it really good for withstanding a nuclear blast. It took Larry Hall...
They ain't got nothing real for you people. Constantly showing you fake shit.
...and his team about 9 months to clear out all that missile gear before doubling the amount of concrete in the bunker and then fitting it out with the luxuries we see today.
Remember what these bunkers are there for, people. Don't let them trick you. I'm telling you what they're there for. Don't forget it. Don't forget it. Because I told you on the podcast and other episodes that the flood is here. And if you're not careful, you're going to get swept away by the flood. And of course, Satan is turning the volume all the way up. So protect your loved ones.
This here is a 9-foot thick reinforced wall, reinforced with steel. And this was here when they built the original missile silo. What can you throw at it?
It was engineered to withstand a 10-kiloton nuclear warhead detonated within a half mile. And that would produce a shock wave that would travel 2,000 miles an hour. So it can withstand...
Yes, of course it can withstand an explosion. They just showed you how thick the walls are and all the preparation that's gone into it. Of course it can withstand the explosion. But remember what I'm saying. The main reason they have these things is because people want to be away from the fuckery. Okay?
anything up to and including a 2,000 mile an hour shockwave.
What's the longest I could live down underground for?
It was engineered to be able to be off-grid indefinitely. We've got 5 different power sources, including a wind turbine and geothermal systems. So the limit is really, most practically, 3 to 5 years.
That may or...
But don't worry, people. Some of those things that he just spoke about, they're not limited to just a bunker. You don't have to have millions of dollars in the bank account to afford one of these bunkers and the equipment that he just spoke about. To be living off-grid and self-sustainable, it doesn't cost millions, people, okay? So understand that. He mentioned some of the ways that he was able to sustain himself, okay? You can use those things for yourself, okay? You don't have to have millions of dollars. People out there are surviving, okay? Understand that.
May not be enough time to ride out the apocalypse. A nuclear winter can last for months or years.
Honestly, people, you'll be surprised where some people are living, completely in the middle of nowhere, completely disconnected from society, yet they still have all their needs met.
And even after that, you're returning to a world with an altered climate, a depleted ozone layer, and a
Look at this fake shit. You just can't take anything from them, people. This, what you're looking at right here, is not a real place, okay? And then here, once again, spinning ball of deception, nothing real about it.
drastically reduced food supply. To get an idea of just how safe it is to live inside this bunker, I visited its very low-tech cousin down the road. Here, Hall has a second missile silo earmarked for a future survival condo. But aside from the new concrete floors, this place hasn't really changed since the Cold War.
This is the elevator shaft. Check that out.
Too many psyops they run on the people. Too much mind games, yeah? All of these half-hearted wars. They're building things. They're building things over there, and they're building things over there, yeah? Not all of these buildings even got used. Understand that, yeah? Only a fraction of them got used. A lot of this stuff is just deception. Put these buildings there to make you think something happened when it didn't even happen. So understand that.
So this is upstairs in the launch control complex.
Don't trust anything coming from your military. Let me say that again. Don't trust anything coming from your military, no matter what country you're at.
In the Atlas missile silo. And as you can see, this place is pretty much unchanged from the Cold War. It's got, you can see the lights on springs so that if a missile goes off, the whole thing isn't going to shake off the ceiling. We've got a whole gap around the edge of the room so that you've got space for this floor to rattle. And right in the middle of the room, you can see this is the bathrooms where back in the day, you had the shift workers who could go into the bathroom here, and then they lived in these quarters behind me. So you had 3 shifts of people sleeping.
The wicked man will always have people to run his facilities. Always. Understand that. Okay? There's many reasons why people work for the wicked man. I'm sure you can think of them yourself. The large one being the satanic money, yeah? The fake currency. That's what they get people moving for, yeah? And others are going to work for the devil to receive his respect. But remember, no matter what the devil gives you, he doesn't love you. So understand that.
Resting and then manning the controls downstairs. It is so eerie to be in here. It's such a bizarre space. What kind of people have bought here?
All of our people are self-made millionaires. They're very successful.
It's quite funny, people. Did you hear that? All of the customers are self-made millionaires. Wow. He couldn't have said anything else, could he?
Doctors, engineers, lawyers, international business people, almost all of them have children, and they're concerned about
All of those titles that he just said there. Let's hear that one more time. Let's hear that one more time.
the what if scenario. Like every year, engineers,
What kind of people have bought here?
all of our
Okay, listen, yeah? Listen to the people that he's about to say. All of these people that he's about to say, don't trust them.
people are self-made millionaires. They're very successful. Doctors, engineers, lawyers, international business people, almost all of them have children.
Did you hear that? Doctors, engineers, international business people. They are the wicked man. Okay? They are building Satan's empire. Day in, day out. So understand that.
And they're concerned about the what if scenario. Like every year, it's like whether it was Superstorm Sandy or
CC
global
there,
climate change,
33.
food shortages, economic collapse, meteor impacts, solar flares.
listing my nightmares.
Wow, let's hear that again. Let's hear that again.
Every year, it's like whether it was Superstorm Sandy or global climate change, food shortages, economic collapse, meteor impacts, solar flares.
Wow. Meteor impact. Look at this waste, man. Absolute fool. Absolute fool.
Listing my nightmares.
Exactly. If those are the kind of things that bother you,
They might be protected physically, but the truth is, their spirit is not safe.
this is the kind of facility it takes to not worry about those.
How much is it going to cost me?
Well, the half floor units start right around $1 million and go up to $1.5 million. And then
You're hearing it from the devil's mouth right here, people. These two right here are deceivers. Understand that.
have a full floor unit. You're going to spend anywhere between $2.5 and $3 million for a full floor.
Most of us don't have $1 million lying around to spend on a survival condo. And let's be honest, signing the deed on one of these doesn't guarantee you'll survive a nuclear winter, or any apocalyptic scenario for that matter. Luckily for the rest of us, there are thousands of innovators working on solutions to save humanity from the end of the world. I'm just going to have to keep looking for them.
Don't worry about what they say, people. They built these buildings for a reason. They built these bunkers for a reason. That's it for this episode. Catch me in the next one. Love and respect.